So the first mistake that most women make when they're trying to elevate their lives, when they're trying to transform their lives, is they talk badly, they talk poorly, and they think badly about the current situation at which they are at. That's a huge mistake, because when you do that, when you talk badly, when you think badly, when you have an element of regret about your current situation, you keep yourself stuck in that situation. What you ought to do is to realize, I know that the reason why you want to transform is because you don't think that situation you are at is okay for you anymore. But you need to be able to reframe your current situation by reframing, realizing that even if there are negative aspects, with every negative aspect there's the opposite positive aspect. So if I say reframe, look at the facts of where you currently are, try and find the positive aspects of it, focus on those, and then you would stop talking negatively about where you are. You're going to be able to lift yourself out of that situation. I'm not saying you must delude yourself and start saying things are good when they are bad. When things are bad, it's okay to acknowledge that they are bad, but the fact that they are bad, they're making you notice that you desire good things. You see, now you focus on the fact that I desire good things, making that as a typical example. But for you, if you are talking negatively about where you're at, if you are calling friends, telling them about how bad your situation is, if every time you're meeting with people you're lamenting about your current position, you're stuck and you're making a mistake. You have to zip it. You have to reframe your situation. Acknowledge all the negatives, yes, but to every negative there's a positive. Can we focus on the positive aspects? Can you list down all the positive aspects of where you currently are? And can you focus on that? And then God will be able to lift you up out of that situation. Okay? I hope that helps you. The second mistake that people make is, especially women, this one, they think that their husband or their partner is their savior. I think this is all because of Disney, guys. The knight in shining armor. I'm thinking of Shrek, Fiona, and the knight. Well, Shrek was meant to be the knight in shining armor who went to rescue her from the castle where there's a dragon. You know, so women make the mistake of thinking that their husband or their life partner is meant to save them. They are not designed to save you. They're not your knight in shining armor. It's a blessing to have a husband or a partner. And if they are supportive in your dreams and what you want to achieve in life, that is also even a blessing. But they are not there to save you. Meaning, they're not there to do the transformation for you. Your transformation is yours alone, because God planted that seed inside of you. You are an individual coming into this world. Your soul needs your soul is on its own journey of evolution, and your soul is not, as much as you'll be like, oh, me and my husband are soulmates, you can be soulmates, but your own soul, your individual soul is on an assignment. And when you need to elevate, it's a journey that you need to take, that your husband's not going to take for you. So don't make that mistake, because what I then see, I think with the nature of women, because we want to give, the most women that I come across is they want to give so much, and they focus their energies of giving towards focusing on just the husband, neglecting themselves and what God has placed within them. Because whatever it is, the transformation that you need to go through, that God has placed within you, requires your energy, you to focus on it. And therefore, if you then neglect that aspect of yourself and just focus, husband, you're making a mistake. You're making a huge mistake, and I'll tell you, I'm not saying ignore your life partner or ignore your husband. I am saying that when you're a woman and you need to elevate, and it's an assignment that God has placed upon you to elevate, you need to focus on that. It's you and God that needs to work that out. And you cannot shift that assignment to your husband. Okay? The third mistake that most people make, it's similar to the second one that most women make. They think that transformation or the elevation is the group project. It's not a group project. It's not something that even your family sometimes gonna understand as you go through it, or your friends, because you think we must be all going through this transformation together. We will all elevate. It's not a group project. It's an assignment given to you by God. The seed is yours to water. It's not everybody's seed. And I'm not saying that you cannot find people in your journey who are walking the same path, who can be accountability partners. Definitely can find accountability partners on your journey, but the journey is yours. And the seed that needs to sprout in your life is for you to water and to tend to. So don't try and force friends or family members to walk your path, because they're not meant to walk your path. And if you're gonna stand and not take if you're gonna stand and not take your position or do what you're meant to do, just because you're waiting for your friends to join you, you're gonna miss it altogether. That's a mistake. You cannot wait for your friends to be there with you. It's like when you came into this world, you came alone. You didn't wait for your friends to arrive before you arrived, right? So some of the things, especially when you want to elevate, it's something that you need. It's a personal journey between you and God. Okay, hope that helps. The next thing, number 4, the mistake that women make. The 4th mistake that I've named here. Some women think that the transformation is about dreaming or just fantasizing about a bright future, and that's all there is. And I think what causes this, we've all watched, maybe not all of us, but a lot of people have watched The Secret. And The Secret, I remember thinking about it that, oh, you just think of something and poof, it manifests. And I think, they had a lot of good intentions with that thing and with that movie, but it's not just that. You don't just, you do not just visualize or fantasize and then poof, things happen. That's not how it happens. That's not how you elevate your life. Your life exists on 3 planes: spiritual, mental, and physical. So all 3 planes, there is activity required on all the 3: spiritual, physical, and mental. That's what I said. And we see that as an example as well. When God creates, He uses all 3 aspects. So you can't just dream. You must dream, yes, it's part of it, which is the visualization, to see the vision of the upliftment of the life that you need to live. You need to, it's a mental exercise to visualize, because you see it from the spiritual aspect, but you need to act. That's where the Bible says faith without works is dead, because there's action, physical action required to materialize what you have visualized. And that aspect, a lot of women then make the mistake of thinking that they're not supposed to act. They must just sit and things are just going to appear. A prince in shining armor is just going to appear and take you to your destiny somewhere. Doesn't work like that. So that's a mistake. If you're making that mistake, don't. Understand that you're going to have to take some action, and discipline is part of that. You need to be disciplined, because you are trying to materialize your reality or elevate your life as per the vision that God has placed upon you. The 5th mistake, number 5, that most women make is they talk too soon about what they're trying to achieve, and tell too many people or wrong people about what they're trying to achieve. When you do that, when you make that mistake of talking too soon, Some people might not give you encouraging words. Some people will just, I've seen this firsthand. Their level of, they might not even say that, you know what, oh, that's not possible, you can't do that. They might not outwardly really say you can't achieve what you're trying to achieve, but sometimes even their subtle comments or their energy can just influence you when they show a bit of doubt. So when you're sharing too much, you're going to expose yourself. Maybe your idea is not yet ready, fully ready, and then you're exposing yourself to energies which are doubtful, which are negative, which are going to take you away from that. And it's going to, and even sharing itself, telling people about something requires energy from you. So now you are taking energy away from doing, and you are now telling people about it. So it makes you feel like you've done something, but you haven't. All you've done is to tell people. Whereas in order for you to accomplish that thing, you have to do the work, but you haven't done any work. The only thing you've done is to talk. So you're spending energy without actually doing what you need to do. So it's a mistake, so don't do it. So I know sometimes you need to tell the right people who are assisting you in the process, but if those people are not anywhere in the process of assisting you to achieve what you're trying to achieve, keep it to yourself. Work on that. As you visualize, as you do your mental work, as you do your action, just work on it by yourself. And then you will see the results. You will wow people with your results. You will dazzle them with your results. You don't have to tell them anything. Number 6, the 6th mistake that women make is sacrificing relationships for material wealth or for money or for success, or what they call success. That's a mistake. I know that I've said that your journey is yours, that you're supposed to walk, but that doesn't mean you need to sacrifice your relationships, because your life as a woman it has to be about balance. You have to balance all these, maybe juggling, others call it juggling. Juggle all these aspects of your life, your relationship with your children, with your family, with your husband, with co-workers. You balancing all of that out while still elevating yourself through any self-elevation. When I say elevating yourself, because it's through personal development. Any shape or form in which you embark on that, it's through personal development, because you need to develop yourself through either mastering certain skills or running a business or whatever, but whatever shape it presents itself, it's you developing yourself as a person, and you have to have all of that in balance. And the last mistake number 7 that women make is similar to the one I just mentioned now, is when they sacrifice their health for the money or for the success. Same thing, you need to be well balanced as a person. So if you're sacrificing your health, it's going to catch up with you at some point. It's like you're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. You can't do that. Your life has to be well balanced as a woman as you're trying to pursue the transformation that you need to achieve, as you're trying to elevate your life to where God says you need to be, because you are here on a godly assignment, and the desires that are sprouting within you, it's God speaking through you of wanting to express certain faculties or capabilities within you. I'll end this video here. So if you found this to be helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Give me a comment also on the description. On the comment section, tell me if you've ever made any of these mistakes, and if you're going to do something differently now that you heard from this video, because the whole point is so that you can move from the mistakes and transform yourself so that you move towards your desired reality. That's it from me, friends. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.